But I'm pretty sure if your test is Friday, we just,
Are we even gonna be in here?
we move on.
What time we leave Monday?
Y'all leave at 12? It's only an hour and 40
I
minutes
heard it
away.
was 3 hours.
That's what I asked somebody today, and I had 2 people look it up. They said it's not West Side. I don't know. It's that different school. I don't know. Okay, so y'all, really quick. I just want you to remember that factored form and solutions are 2 different things. We are not asking for factored form. We want the answers. So finish out the problems. Okay, make sure you finish them out. So on this one, the first thing that I would do is I would put all my numbers to one side so that it's equal to 0. Does everybody understand why that 28 moved over here? I want them equal to 0, except for completing the square. That's that lawnmower it's struggling today. Okay, so the 28, it was negative over there, so what happens when you move it? Positive. Now, we are going to factor it or graph it or whatever and find your answers. Lots of ways to find the answers. Quadratic formula, whatever. But factoring is the easiest way to do this. So I put my 2 parentheses. What goes at the front of my parentheses, Kenan? Not picking on you, trying to get you to make sure you know it. What goes at the front of them? What's it? X and X. What am I going to find factors of? What number, Edward? 28, because that's the one at the back. What times what is 28, Krista? I heard you say something.
7, 4.
Does that add to 11? It does. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, now, those are not my answers, right? That is factored form. How do you find your answers?
You just do the opposite.
You move them. You move them back over. Cannon, you got that? So you get 7 and 4, but remember, what makes this go to 0? I'm going to do that. What makes that a negative 7? What makes that go to 0? A negative 4. So that's my answer. Really quick, let me show you this on the calculator. If I was to graph it, y'all, x squared plus 11x plus 28. Watch. If I graph it, where are my answers? Negative 7 and negative 4. You can even look and tell they're on the negative side. Go check yourself, okay? That didn't take but 2 seconds to enter that in and look and see where they are. Is everybody good with that? See how it all goes together? Factoring, graphing. I could have done the quadratic formula on it. Okay, so that is like number 1 on your test. Is everybody okay with that one?
That one's on the test.
That one is on the test, and now we're going to number 2, also on the test. Ready for number 2? Guess what? It says, hint, solve by factoring. But, Edward, while I'll factor, and then you and Kenan graph it.
Graph it.
Graph it, and then I'm going to factor it, and you're going to tell me if you get the same thing.
It's obviously on the negative side, so
So I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 parentheses. Kenan, while he grabs that, actually, what goes at the front again? Okay, and what times what is 32, y'all?
8 times 4.
Times negative.
Okay, an 8 and a 4, does that,
About it negative 8.
but they need to be in negative 8 and negative 4. Now, Cannon, are those my answers?
No, man.
That's factored form. What makes those go to 0?
A positive, a negative 8 and a positive.
Well, what minus 8 is 0?
What minus
8.
8? 8.
Yeah, it's just the opposite. It's just the opposite. So 8 and 4. Now, what did you get? Let me see. So, you can find those 2 answers. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 and 8 are your answers. You can look at your table, and where there's zeros is 4 and 8. You can also, the safest way is to press second, calculate, find the zeros. Do you remember this? You have to go, where is the little cursor? Here it is. This is the number I'm looking for. You go to the left, you go to the right, back to it. And one of my answers is 4. See? It all comes together. Kenan, are you good?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you good with the graphing too? Everybody gets this? Factoring and graphing, both work.
Are a lot of them like this?
that's the first two. That's your first two questions. Okay. Now, number 4 is our next one. All right, Lakin, I'm gonna. Once you graph it, what do you have to write after you graph it?
2 zeros.
Your answers, your zeros. You have to write them. I'm taking off a point if you don't. I'll see them on there, but you have to write them. Did y'all hear me, boys?
Right.
After you graph it, you have to write down the 2 answers. How do I graph it? Let's go to y equals.
Oh, number 4 is on there.
4 is on there. X, bless you, x squared
Bless you.
plus 3x
Wait, we should 3.
plus 2. Yes, we're not doing 3. X,
We're only doing the ones with the test.
because I took a little bit too much time from break, sorry. X squared plus 3x plus 2, and then I press graph. Now, Cannon, I can't just randomly draw
Yeah,
this
no,
picture.
The trace will take
You
it.
got to go to your table. Am I going too fast?
Not for
No.
me.
Second table. Now, I've got to make sure I see the curve. So, Cannon, what's a point I should do? What are some
Let me
points?
look.
I need to put several points.
A negative and a positive one.
Okay, so let's do -3, 2. What's another one?
Negative 2, 0.
Okay, another
And
one.
then negative 1, 0.
Do I see a curve yet?
You need to go that way. It's
So,
positive.
well, let's keep go. So let's do 0, 2. Do I see a curve now? I do. It looks like this. Now, I don't really know how far it goes. I'm not worried. Am I wanting to find that? No. What
Do
are
we
my
have to make
two?
the curve look fine, or can we just do the 2 points and just like?
It's got. You gotta go through. I mean, yours could look like this. That might be better. I don't know. Did you see how it kind of goes? I don't know exactly where it goes.
But do we have? Can we just draw a loop instead of doing 4 points? Can we just do the 2?
No. You need enough points. You need enough points. Y'all, what are my? Is that my answer? Am I done?
No.
No. What are my answers?
Write them down.
What are they? Cannon?
Negative 1, negative 2.
-2 and -1. Sorry if you said that and I was speaking him. Okay, you have to write your 2 answers. Otherwise, I see them. Partial credit. I would take off a point if you don't write those answers. First page of our test. How's it looking?
Actually,
Okay, 3 out of 15.
okay.
Alright.
Get somewhere.
We're getting somewhere. All right, and you can go home and review again tonight.
So then.
As long as you're recording this, man.
I'm recording.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh, these look promising too. Besides 7.
One at a time. Okay.
That was
Next
fun until I
up,
got to 13 and I forgot how to do them all.
number 6 is on there. So we're gonna skip down to number 6. Y'all I need time to make sure we finish this. So,
1, 2, and 4 were on there.
Yes.
yes, 1, 2, 4, and 6. Just 1, 2, 4, and 6. All right, same exact thing. I'm typing in 5x squared plus 12x plus 4, and I'm graphing. And then I can't just draw it. I need to pick enough points to see where it curves around. This one's kind of all over the place, isn't it? So we're going to do the best we can, aren't we? We're going to pick -2, 0. Where's another one?
-1, 3.
-1. Oh, it was -3? Okay. And what's another one?
0 and 4.
0, 4. So I'm going to have to go back to my graph, y'all. I see where it curves. I see it curves,
We gotta do left and right one.
but I don't see where. So it looks like it goes through here.
This is
It's
a
like-
weird one.
Looks like
It's
half.
0
Negative.
point something.
Oh, sorry. I was
Oh, that's a
not.
good line.
I was not looking.
Yeah, that's a good line.
Okay, I was not looking. It looks like it might do something like that. Does everybody see that? I tried my best. See how I have several points though? Then I went back to my graph and I tried to draw the best that I could. Now, I need 2 answers. I only have one of them. What is it?
Negative.
I can tell -2. How do you find this one? Don't just guess it.
You do the left
Second
No,
trace.
don't estimate.
Trace.
Second trace. Second trace, and we're trying to find the zeros. Okay? So you'll press number 2
What's it called 0 and not
But-
the X?
because it's at 0. Because y is 0. Now, Edward, what do? You go to the left, enter, then what?
Right?
The right, enter, and then back to it, enter. And what's my answer? Negative 0.4. So I'm going to put negative 0.4. And let me stop and wait on everybody. And I hope y'all don't feel like I'm picking on y'all. I just know I'm trying to make sure y'all are staying focused.
I'll do the same.
This man, this actually seems.
Well, we don't have to find the negative 2 because it's there. You can tell that one was 0. But yes, Lexi, when in doubt, just go do the same thing if you wanted to
Yes, ma'am.
and make sure.
What's wrong with that?
Please say no.
I don't know.
I would rather, I'll be.
Yeah, number 7 is.
But it's not working.
Okay.
It's on there.
Yep. Okay. Are we? Can I keep going?
Yes, ma'am.
Are y'all got a question? Y'all do? Or y'all are good? Okay. So number 7 is on there. Okay. This one you graph. All right. We're gonna graph it again. Let me erase. And it's multiple choice, so y'all quit freaking out over it. Okay. And it's also about a frog. I think the numbers just changed. So I'm typing in my equation. Wait. Is this one about a frog?
It's a vertical.
Just kidding. Hold on.
What a cliff.
Hold on. Is number 8 a frog? 8 is on there. I'm sorry.
You said not?
I lied. 7 is not. 8 is. So sorry, but they're very similar. I lied. Okay. Number 8 is the frog.
I don't like liars.
It's also multiple choice. Okay, so here is the graph, and we're going to graph it. And then we're going to look at things until we understand this. Negative 0.028 x squared plus 0.52x. Is everybody good so far? And then I press graph. Oh, I don't quite go to the right enough. So let me go. Can I press window? And if I need to go, I need to change my x value. You said 50?
That's what I did. I got enough space.
Okay, let's go to 50. Oh, definitely. We could have actually gone. Let me actually do. I might go 30. That's perfect. We can see a little bit. So y'all, let me show y'all with a marker. Here's my marker. The frog. None of this really matters. None of this. Frog does not go underground. What matters is the frog jumps. Watch. Let's look at our picture. It's on the ground. It jumps and then it lands. Does everybody see that? So it says, how far did the frog jump? Where did it stop jumping? Where did it land on the ground? Right here. Right here is how far it jumped, and it's your x value. Does everybody understand why it's your x value? Well, when it gives you your y value in a minute, it's going to be 0. Well, it didn't jump 0. Okay, so how far did it jump? What is that called when I go? You can trace it if you want, maybe. But it's a 0. We can try to just trace it.
What is it, 18?
Let's see what number it gives. If I just try to trace it, it's not exact.
18.
It tells me 18 down there. 18.4, whatever. Oh, so that would be which answer? 18 and a half. Well, okay, that's how far. But I'm gonna look at the 0. So I'll go to the left, go to the right, and back to it. And just like I thought, it's the 18.5. Is everybody understanding that's how far it jumped? Okay, so I know that it's either this one or this one. It's crazy, but a frog can jump pretty far. It depends on what kind of.
I can drop that for you.
Now, how high did it jump, y'all?
Do the second trace.
So we can find the maximum, but y'all look right here. About how high is that?
4.
About not quite 3. It's not quite 3. Whatever that is, 3 feet. But we are going to find the maximum. But just looking at it, doesn't it look like it's about 3? Okay, because I was going up by 10. So I'm going to find the maximum. Does everybody understand that's a maximum? So you press second trace maximum. We go to the left. Got to go way over here. We go to the right. and we go back to it.
Yeah, number 8.
Here's the problem. How do you know if you pick your x value or your y value?
Because your
y'all?
Y is
Y is up and down.
Your y is how high you went. It's up and down. So remember, your x, you picked the x value over here. The y is your maximum. It's about 2.4. Are we good with that? Okay. The x value means you're about halfway there for your jump. That's what the x value means. Okay? So the y value is how high. That's kind of making sure we understand these graphs. All right. So that one was A. The frog one is on there. This next one is on there. It's the same question, everybody. Well, the numbers change a little bit, but they're very similar. So you can graph it if you want to, but I want everybody to look at this number right here. Where is it starting at?
95.
95. Is this feet? It is. Feet. That's at 95 feet high. Okay? You don't have to read the whole problem. They live at sea level. Where would he be standing at 95 feet high? On a bridge, not underground. What if it said negative 95? It's not going to.
Then he would
But
be
that would be
underground
underground. But this one is not in your backyard, and nobody's going to climb a 100-foot ladder. So it is a bridge. We're good. Everybody's going to guess what on their test tomorrow?
Bridge.
Put common sense.
Common sense, yes. You can graph it, but you don't just look at that number. You're starting at 95. Okay. Now the next one. This one's on there, number 10. We just solved for x, and y'all, I'm so nice. I give little hints throughout this test, and what does it say? Hint. Solve for x. It doesn't say to factor. It doesn't say the quadratic formula. It doesn't say complete the square. Just get x by itself. It's a big hint. So divide by 3. Divide by 3.
X equals 2.
So x squared equals 4. Are y'all okay with that so far?
You
just get an x by itself, so we divide by 3.
You square
Now, then, how do you get rid of an x squared? You square root it. So type in your calculator square root of 4.
2.
And it's not just 2, but it's also
Negative 2.
2 or negative 2.
Where do you, we're watching Joel.
You could list them. You could list 2. You could list negative 2. What if it didn't simplify? What-
You just do x
what if-
squared equals square root of
Yeah, what if it was, let's pretend, I was going to try to erase that. Okay. I'm going to erase this and pretend for just a second. All right. Pretend it was 6. Is there a square root of 6?
No, so you would just do
So you
square
would
root.
just do over here the square root of 6. That's it. That's all you would do. Okay? If you can't take the square root, just put the square root.
Yes.
All right?
So x equals plus or minus square root of 2 is the answer?
That one was just 2. You took the square root of 4 and it was 2. But it could be where you just put the square root. If you can't take the square root, just put the square root on there. Okay.
But I also was the answer for.
It was
Equals
plus or minus 2. Then we have this one.
11.
Number 11. Again, you're just solving for x. So what do you do, Cannon, to solve for x? You got,
Divide or multiply.
so it's being multiplied, so you're going to divide. Look, what do they have? They have a bunch of fractions. So it's going to make you think, oh, we're going to divide. Let's take 108 and put it over 192. So, Cannon, you don't have a calculator, do you?
Yeah, no.
He does. Or somebody put in their calculator, 108 divided by 192, math, enter, enter.
Plus or minus 9 over 16.
Well, hold on.
Wait, what am I doing?
Okay, put 108
108.
divided by 192, math, enter, enter. And what is it?
Math. Internet.
Uh-huh.
9 over 16.
9 over 16. Now, almost done. I see those answers and I'm thinking that's my answer, but am I done? What do you do next to finish solving for x? Square root both sides. When you square root it, it becomes
It's B.
plus or minus what's the square root of 9?
3.
And what's the square root of 16?
4.
Do y'all understand that one? You have to finish solving it. These are different, not just solving like where, oh, the x is by itself. You have to square root these. Don't forget to square root them. Okay, everybody's good so far. Alright. Let's see what's next. This one says we've got several in a row that are short answer. All right. Solve the equation. Hint, it's a perfect square trinomial.
12 is 12. We're good.
12 is on there, yes. We've only got, yeah, there's only 15 on there. Okay, we've got several that are not multiple choice though. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that are not multiple choice from here on. Okay, this one, the perfect square trinomial. That means, look, let's factor this, y'all. We're going to factor, what goes here?
Eggs.
X and X. And what times what is 16 that adds to 4? That adds to 8. It's 4. Now, the shortcut method would have been, when I see the perfect square thing, it means we're going to put this square. Does that make sense? That's the same thing. How many of those do I have? 2 of them. That's why I put a square. Okay?
Then you divide by 4.
Then
No, you get your square root out.
you square root. Does everybody understand square rooting? From here. Gotta get rid of the square. So you square root. What happens when you square root? You get what 2 answers? What's the square root? Plus or minus 4. So I've got to solve my 2 answers. What would I do?
Subtract
Subtract. Well,
X
subtract
plus 4
4.
equals negative 4.
So yeah, you get x plus 4 equals 4, and you've got the negative 4. Does everybody understand that? We've got the positive and the negative. So when we subtract, we get 0, and we get negative 8. Does anybody know another way to do this? Did you know that if you move that 16 over and you get it equal to 0, you can graph it or factor it? Did y'all know that? Do y'all want me to show y'all that way
But
too?
what answer is it?
Well, these are your 2 answers, 0 and negative 8. The other way is if I
But
move,
neither of those are on there.
wait, is this one multiple choice? No, those are,
You got 13.
Oh, I was looking at the next one.
Okay.
I wrote my-
This
I wrote it down because I didn't have enough room.
look, is it, the other way, look, I could have gotten that equal to 0, but that goes away. I get x squared plus 8x equals 0. You can factor it, or you can graph. You can graph it. Graph that real quick, Edward. X squared plus 8x. Find the 2 zeros. Like all you do is move your 16 over. What is x squared plus 8x? And then find the 2 zeros. And I bet they are 0 and negative 8.
Oh man.
That is way easier.
Yeah, you do it that way. That's what I'm
Just-
doing.
Subtract.
Just get it equal to 0.
What happens if you end up with a? Can we do that on the next one?
Well, yeah, you could do that on the next one. Just when you subtract 64, it doesn't go away.
Oh, we're doing the next one?
No, the next one's not on there, but do y'all want to practice it real quick this way just to, okay, look, so number 12 is on there, 13's not. But this is what Hayden was saying. If I want to solve it that way again, because I can solve it that way again, if I subtract 64, because these all have to equal what number?
0.
0 when graphing. Okay? If you subtract 64, we get x squared minus 8x. Can somebody tell me what that is?
40.
Negative 48.
I think everybody got negative 48. Okay, so what are you typing in your calculator? All that.
Equals.
You're going to type in that and then find your zeros.
Is it C?
Number 13. Did y'all get C? I don't even know.
That's a lot easier than doing all.
So that's another way to do it.
So 13 is that on there?
13's not. It's like number 12. But number 12, as long as it's equal to 0, you can graph it, y'all. Okay? Now, if I tell you to do the quadratic formula, you need to do that because I'm wanting like an exact square root answer probably. Okay, everybody good so far? Okay, good. There's some quadratic on there. All right. Can I keep going? Okay. 13 was not. Now, here's where it's different. We have 2 completing the square. 14 and 16 are on there. How do you complete the square on 14? All they want is what number completes the square?
Half 6x and then square it.
Yeah, what's half of 6?
3.
3, and then you square it, and it's 9. That's your answer. Plus 9. That's all that one is. Take half that number and square it. Is everybody good with that?
So it'll just be x plus 6x. Or x
X² plus 6x plus 9. All I'm looking for is 9.
Yeah.
What value completes the square? 9. That's it. That's all that
It's the
one
same
is.
thing on, oh, 15's
It's-
not on there.
It's, yeah, 15's not on there, but it's just you take half that and square it. What do you do, Edward? There you go. Completing the square. You complete it, you take half of it and square it. Okay. Plus 9. The next one is 16. And yes, I think, well, I don't know if you can. What's this answer? Let's see. 16. No, I don't think that you can solve it by graphing. You might want to try to, but this one you can't solve by graphing. You could use the quadratic formula. Do y'all want to complete the square, or would y'all rather just quadratic formula?
Quadratic formula.
Quadratic formula.
Is that negative b plus or right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we'll do number 16 and what number is that one?
18 and 19 are quadratic formula.
I think it's gonna be like 18 and like 19. Yeah, we're gonna do 16, 18, and 19. All right. So number 16, what is the quadratic formula, y'all?
Negative b
X equals
Negative
b
plus or minus
square root of b squared minus 4ac
over 2.
all over 2a. You have to remember that. You have to remember it. Okay? So, what is negative b? I'm going to put
14.
negative.
14.
What if 14 was negative, y'all? What
It'd
would
be a
I
double
do?
negative.
Yeah, then make sure you put the double negative. I don't know because the numbers just changed tomorrow. So you're going to put negative b plus or minus. Any questions so far? I put my negative and then I put my b. Put my plus or minus. What comes next? Square root. And then what's b squared?
14 squared.
14 squared. It's not negative, so you don't have to put it in parentheses. If it was negative, put it in parentheses. So b squared minus 4, where does the 4 come from? The formula. Times a, which is 1, times
46.
c, which is 46. All over 2 times a. There we go. I would put everything in that square root that's underneath it in my calculator and let it do it. So I would have negative 14 plus or minus, and that's a 2. See, I just brought those down, or over, I mean. Now let me type all that in my calculator. Going to type everything that's in that square root. Now I'm not going to type the square root because I don't want that answer. I just want 14 squared minus 4 times 1 times 46. And it's 12.
2.
So we can't divide by 2 because we gotta pull something out of the square root. Does anybody remember what's under the square root? It's 4 times 3. Can I change that 12 to 4 times 3? Does everybody agree
Yes.
that 12 is 4 times 3?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So watch, I'm gonna erase that. And I'm gonna put 4 times 3.
Why can't you divide by 2 first?
Because you can't divide a square root by something. We're going to learn that a lot in the next chapter too, I think. You can't, if it's in the square root, you can't divide. Now, once the number's outside of the square root, you can divide. Okay, what is the square root of 4?
2.
2, and that number is out of the square root. So I would have negative 14 plus or minus 2 square root of 3 over 2. Almost done. Now, I can divide by 2.
By negative 14.
And you
Negative
get,
7.
so you get negative 7 plus or minus, what's 2 over 2?
1.
You can put the 1 square root of 3 or you can put square root of 3. That's your answer. Is that one tough? Yes, it is. It's probably the hardest one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that.
How do we feel?
Yeah.
Okay. If you can get that one, then you are doing great in Algebra 2. That's a more advanced. That is a little bit more advanced, but that's a lot. That's Algebra 2.
Yeah, you get that?
That's on the Algebra 2 level.
Hopefully.
Don't forget to simplify it.
He will.
You get partial credit if you don't, but if you want to get full credit, you gotta simplify it if you can. Okay, so now the next one on there is like number, didn't I say 18? Yeah. So number 18, let's do that again. The good thing about 18 is it's, hey, since this one doesn't have, Edward, if the quadratic formula is difficult, since this one doesn't have square roots, guess what you can do?
Put in calc.
You can graph it. It would work. When it has square roots, it doesn't. Okay? But I'm not 18. But I'm going to use quadratic formula because we're going to practice
Yeah,
that.
but I can graph it there, right?
It's negative b. What's b?
Negative 9.
Negative 9. I'll fix that in just a minute. Plus or minus the square root of b squared.
Negative 9 in the
And
parentheses.
you put it in parentheses. Very good. Minus 4 times a, which is 3, times c, which is 6, all over 2 times a. There you go. Now we slowly simplify it. Slowly simplify. What is negative 9?
Positive 9.
Yeah, it's a 9. So I'm going to put 9 plus or minus, and then my denominator is 6. Is everybody okay with that? Now, I need to figure out what's under that square root. So I will let my calculator do that part for me. I'm going to say negative 9 squared. If you don't put it in parentheses, you just screwed up. Minus 4 times 3 times 6. Bless you, sorry. And it's 9. The square root of 9. Is everybody okay with that? So you have square root of 9. Do you know the square root of 9?
3.
It's 3. So I've got 9 plus or minus 3 over 6. I don't see that answer up here because I can actually solve for those two answers. I would do what? 9 plus 3 over 6. And then I would do 9 minus 3 over 6.
So why is the square root not in there anymore?
Because I took the square. What is the square root of 9? If you take the whole square root, it goes away. When you only take partial square root, Krista, like the 12, it stayed because a number had to stay. Okay? But when you take the whole square root, it goes away. What is 9 plus 3?
2. Or, sorry.
12 divided by 6, which is 2. 12 over 6, which is 2. Okay? Looks like it's going to be one of those. And then what's 9 minus 3? 6 over 6, which is 1. There's our answer. If you had graphed it, you would have seen it crossed at 2 and 1.
So what's the difference between graphing that one and the other one?
Graphing this one, this one,
16. 'Cause you can't graph 16.
you can't graph 16 because that was going to give you decimals. I don't want decimal answers. I want exact answers, square roots. This one gives you exact answers that are not square roots. So your calculator was actually smart enough to do this one. It just so happens.
Is it gonna be like that all the time?
Yeah. That one's going to
Why
be
don't you
multiple
just
choice.
graph it though? It's way easier than just graph it.
Because I'm just making you get used to quadratic formula. But like the next one you do, I'm betting you can't graph it. If it gives you a decimal answer on when I ask for quadratic formula, that's not what I'm asking for. I'm wanting exact. Okay? Can I erase y'all?
Miss Amanda, whenever I type in like 9 squared in my calculator, do I put like the squared in the parentheses with the -9? Or
No,
do I-
you would do -9 in parentheses and then close them
Mhm.
and then press the square. Or if you're worried about it, just don't put the negative.
Okay.
Does
So
that make
it would
sense?
Give me like a positive
Because it's supposed to happen and be positive every time. But if you enter it in wrong, it's going to come back negative and mess the whole thing up. So if you're squaring something, you don't even have to worry about putting the negative in there if you don't want to. If that makes it better. Okay. Let's see. I think we've got like what, 3 left?
I think one.
Oof, and are we running out of time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what did I say? 19.
Is this the last one?
No, we got 2 more after this. Number 19, it's negative b. So that's -9 plus or minus the square root of b squared, 9 squared, minus 4 times 4 times, I'm going to put -3 like that, just so it doesn't look like minus.
So I got
All over 2 times a. Negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Alright, now we slowly simplify. So I've got -9 plus or minus,
29.
you get the square root of 29?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Or
Can't do
129. 129.
129. Can't do anything with that. And what's 2 times 4? 8. Can't do anything, I don't think, with 129. So I would leave
how do you
that.
do 129?
I don't know, I didn't get that.
9 squared minus 4 times negative.
I got it too.
What's I'll check it. 19, that's what they got. They left it like that. Okay?
Just leave it.
Just leave it. Can't square root 129. There is nothing that goes into 129 that's listed.
9 over 8.
You can, I would leave it like this. Now my test, the way that they do it, I would take this alley. They do this.
That's what I do.
This is correct. This is actually my test answer. This is how I would put my answer. So I take both of them. I prefer to leave them
Can you leave it negative?
like this. And then this, the -9, yeah. And then you put your plus or minus. Y'all, I would leave it like this though. But they would do it. It's just the same thing. Okay, 2 last questions on the back. All right, are we ready? And then I'm going to load the video. Okay, last two. They are like number, I don't even know. Maybe it's 21 and 23. That's what I'll go with. 21. Y'all, how many, you can graph it and look.
In 23.
And 23. You can graph it and look. I'll do both ways. I'll graph it really quick. It says -6x squared plus 12x plus 3. How many times does it cross the graph? The x-axis. It crosses it twice. So how many answers are there? 2. Okay? The other way to do it is to do the square root of b squared minus 4 times -6 times 3.
Yeah.
And if that ends up being a positive number, then it's 2. If it ends up being 0, it's 1. And if it ends up being negative, it's none.
So
Alright.
Wait, if it's 0, it's 1?
If it's 0, it ends up being 1 answer under there. What did we get? What does this go to?
Wait, if there's 0, if it doesn't
No.
cross at all, then it's 1?
No. I'm talking about a number. Hold on. Hey, I'm talking about whatever's under here. I don't know. I get some answer. This was 2. If that's a positive number, it's 2. What number are you on?
23.
Okay, 23. If I graph it,
Because it doesn't cross.
4x squared plus 3x. Did y'all get that? Plus 3. Does everybody understand what in the world happened there?
Yeah,
Take that.
I had to move them all over to the same side. So they had to become the opposite. Did you do that, Hayden? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I got.
So it is none. How many times does it cross?
Alright, that's what
None.
You were
Now,
saying something about
mine, Hayden, if I had plus 3x plus 3, I would say the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c.
Yes, you don't.
I would have gotten the square root of 9 minus, what's 16 times 4? 64?
Yeah.
And then that would have been a negative number. And can you have a negative under the square root?
No.
No real root.
Wait, why did you change this from?
Because they have to be
Are these gonna be able to be graphable?
all on the same side. These,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I don't need
They have to, it has to be 4x squared and it has to be equal to 0. So what do these two have to
You gotta
do?
move the.
You have to move them and they become the opposite. Krista, what did you say?
What is going on?
Oh, print one? Let me look and see if I can. Let me get the video loading.
Either just move to 15 or 3. I would.
Yeah, have you not seen that?
Let me do